is Take Control Tuesday, and on the phone with me is Mansa Musa. And Mansa, the question of the day is, how many credit cards can you actually have?
Yeah, that's a question I get quite a bit, Randy. And listen, there is no limit on the number of credit cards you can have except your credit. Your credit can limit the number of credit cards that you have.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of having a lot of credit cards. And the very first thing I want to say before we get to the pros and cons is this. Do you own the credit cards or do the credit cards own you? That is the determination of whether you should get multiple credit cards. If you have the ability to have a credit card and not use it and get yourself in credit card debt, then the number of credit cards that you have can actually work to your benefit.
Got it.
So here are some of the benefits of having a lot of credit cards. Number one, it will lower your credit utilization ratio. Every new credit card gives you an additional credit limit, and assuming you don't go charge it up to the limit, that improves your credit utilization ratio. The lower the credit utilization ratio, the more it'll improve your credit score. That's 30% of your credit score. The other thing having multiple credit cards will do, it will give you multiple closing dates during the month. So all of your charges don't show up on one bill at one time. Once again, you got to manage it correctly, but that can be a benefit. Another one is it can segregate spending and record keeping. For example, I use one credit card just for all my medical expenses, co-pays, doctor visits, any of those kind of things. And so at the end of the year, that's all I use that credit card for. All my medical costs are already tabulated for me. You can also do that with different people, right? If you have different people in the house charging, give everyone a separate account credit card, and then you can track what every person is spending much easier.
Right.
One of the final advantages is it gives you a deeper safety net. We've talked about this in the past. Credit is for middle class and working people is part of our safety net. Your ability to access credit when you need it is an advantage. So the more credit cards you have, the better your safety net. Now, here are the disadvantages of a lot of credit cards. And once again, I'll repeat it. Do you own the credit cards or do the credit cards own you? If the credit cards own you, then the disadvantage of having a lot of credit cards is that you will find yourself in a lot of credit card debt, a whole lot of credit card debt.
Yeah.
The next thing, it can be very complex when it comes to record keeping. If you just charging a bunch of cards, it can make it very tough. And the final thing is this. If you're using your credit cards for rewards, travel rewards, cash back, whatever, if you use multiple credit cards, you fragment your spending and fragment your rewards. You won't maximize or optimize your rewards.
Right.
So, in summary, there is no limit to how many credit cards you have. However, whether you have 1 or 5 or 10, you have to handle them responsibly. That's the key.
That is absolutely the key. And Mansa, we talk about that on TakeControlTuesday.com. They can go to the archives for that. And also for help dealing with credit cards, home ownership help, and a whole lot more. They can reach out to you as well.
Yeah, go to hopedetroit.net. Sign up for one of our workshops, and that's also your access to one-to-one financial coaching if you want it. That's hopedetroit.net.
Yes, and while you're looking up all that information, make sure you like and share that information so we can help other people. Thank you so much, Mansa.
Thank you.